Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion, Place of Binding of Isaac Antibirth. We gotta figure out what the hell we still need to do. I don't really want to cop out and just go for the Azazel win, but really, I guess that's, it's Azazel and Blue Baby. And Bethany. Bethany's a fucking nightmare. So let's try Blue Baby. I, never willingly choose Blue Baby. We gotta play as Blue Baby here. This is gonna be weird for me. H7XC 8K JP. It's the first run I've done of Antibirth since Afterbirth Plus has been out. Should be pretty easy to, remember what we were doing here. But at the same time, we went from Afterbirth only to Afterbirth plus Antibirth, which is Rebirth plus new content. And then we went from Afterbirth to Antibirth to Afterbirth Plus. And then we're going back slightly. So it's keeping a lot of separate things going in the old noggin here. Which is good, I'm glad that Antibirth exists and provides, oh god, kind of an alternative to Afterbirth Plus. Not that I'm, extremely frustrated with Afterbirth Plus or something like that, but I think the community has made some good points. We got no spiders with that TNT. The community's made some good points. Like Mathis was talking about it on the Roundtable podcast yesterday, and he said that Afterbirth Plus is fine. Oh, okay, the fat spider snuck out. I refuse to believe this. Okay, I guess I'll just be trapped forever. Then I guess I'll just die. Afterbirth Plus is fine. I genuinely believe that more so than I think a lot of people do, and I think especially if you take a long tail view of things. It's probably gonna get a lot better as time goes on as well, especially once content patches start being introduced and stuff like that. But Antibirth really does, it's a testament to the developers and the designers, or the developer and the designer, that it really seems to capture what people like about Isaac, which is difficulty, but not just difficulty by tweaking the amount of consumables that show up, rather difficulty in the sense that, new enemies, new patterns, bosses that are tricky without necessarily being unfair, and so on and so forth. So, I think it really is, this game, this mod right now, is at least at the present moment balanced more in the direction that I, as an experienced Isaac player, want, although that last room was bullshit, versus Afterbirth Plus right now. But I have faith that they'll both get there, and I hope that Antibirth has a long lifespan, in whatever form that takes as well. Little dumpy, puffy buddy. Little dumpy, puffy buddy. It just seems like it rolls off the tongue. It's kind of like it's an Iron and Wine song. Thank God we at least got one spirit heart out of this, and of course the key is important as well. We don't want to open the... I want to open the golden chest, but we shouldn't open the golden chest. I will check out a second secret room for the chance to disregard that. I guess I will not be doing the thing that I said I was going to do. This run's fine, though. And again, it doesn't have to be Afterbirth Plus versus Antibirth. Everyone's always hungry for drama. We're all fighting for the same thing. We all want, that definitive Eyes experience that grows as the game progresses and maybe grows in a more organic and perhaps iterative way than right now, where it's, expansion, and then large stretches of not much happening in between. Caffeine pill. I'll try the pill. I don't regret it. The speed upgrade is okay. We'll head down to the next floor. A little scared, but anyway, I didn't set out for this video to be Antibirth versus Afterbirth Plus. That's irrelevant. What is relevant is the fact that we've actually been playing fairly well in Antibirth so far for the first time ever, which is awesome. So we are making good progress. I think we've won our last 3 runs, and that gives us the ability to have a little bit of confidence as we move along here. So we apparently... People have been telling me the trick to the flies, and I'm trying to implement it. I'm not saying we did it right there, because that was maybe even a little too easy, but the fly that's about to shoot has a tell. It blinks before it shoots. Now, normally that'd be pretty easy to notice, but I'm too busy being like, oh, Jesus, oh, fuck, the flies. Oh, my God, please help me, the flies. Oh, I got hit again, right? Not being observant, which is a failure to plan is a plan to fail. Tinted rock? No tinted rock. So what you have to do is basically stand still, I think, and then should pick up the trinket. Stand still. And then look at what fly is about to shoot. And when it shoots, you want to move laterally to the direction it shoots, because it doesn't track you with its shots. It just shoots towards where you were standing, or maybe more so, it even shoots towards the origin of the circle that the flies are orbiting around, if that makes sense. You know, because the flies orbit around you at a certain radius. They shoot towards the origin of that circle. So if you change the origin of that circle, you know, save the cheerleader, save the world or something. We're probably gonna die, like, right here. If not on this room, probably on this floor. But there are avenues for us to escape this. One is item room, which will give us a choice of items. Another is tinted rocks, and we can definitely afford... Like, we're not going down to the special floor on this floor, so we can definitely afford... fart on him. Fart on him! We can definitely afford to use some bombs on this floor in the hopes of getting more in the future. He has been farted on. He hath been farted upon. And of course, all of my plans immediately go out the wayside when I get swarmed. Alright, let's restart. Here's our seed. ZR6FX31J. I mean, we went out like a bitch there, but... It's not like we were stacked and I've made, like, a horrible mistake. We really got screwed by one really tough room. And I take more responsibility for that than I usually do on an early loss, because we should have really waited until there were a bunch of spiders, especially big spiders, close to the TNT. And then if we had blown it up, we would have maybe been able to get out of there without taking as many hits as we did. So, it was really like a few little mistakes combined with one really, really big mistake that led to that. And that's, I mean, that's something that I should be working on. Well, now, not make it seem like this is like a, you know, couples therapy or something. I mean, I have a tendency to take a little bit too much damage from big spiders, and that's something that I should work on if I want to, you know, become the best version of myself that I can be. Either way. That's fine, you know. I'd rather die 5 minutes into an episode than 25 minutes into an episode. Just creates an episode of an awkward length. If we win 25 minutes in, well, that's a different story. Two of Hearts. Meaningless card. Fear Shot. Also not really that amazing right now, but I think we'll save our key, ride a cowboy, fight the boss, and... get down to the downpour as soon as possible. I would really like to see an early DPS upgrade. Of course, you know, you need HP as Blue Baby, in whatever form you can take it. Rather than getting HP, though, like, our most likely win condition is probably getting a deal with the devil, and then getting either an item with a lot of HP right off the bat, like Abaddon, for example, or getting a Dark Bomb, or Maw of the Void. There are items on item rooms that can fulfill this win condition for us, like Serpent's Kiss. We could fight Lust and get the virus, and even that could... No, wait, this is Rebirth, so the virus doesn't function. It doesn't give us black hearts. However, you get what I'm saying. We can also get items that keep us alive briefly for a short term, while also giving us an advantage, like Squeezy, for example. Squeezy would be a totally good pickup to get right now. Instead, we get Pageant Boy, which might not be bad... but is kind of bad because we didn't get a nickel out of it. That's pretty much like my EV on Pageant Boy is like 10 cents. If you don't get a nickel or a dime, it's probably not worth taking if you have a reroll. But if you don't have a reroll, I mean, it's 7 free cents. The other thing is, you never know whether you're going to get a nickel or a dime until it's already over, so it's kind of, it's all academic. Beautiful. We have an item room. We can't get to it yet. We have no consumables whatsoever. Except for 15 cents, which are useless without an enabler to get into the shop. So a Hermit card could be a nice way to kind of laterally fulfill that condition. A bomb is slightly risky, because you can get secret room access. But if you miss the secret room, or even if you don't and you don't get bombs in the future, makes it a little harder, and maybe you have to sacrifice a little bit more to get to the mines later. But desperate times call for desperate measures, so I think we'll see. I want to wait for now just to see if we can get a another Spirit Heart, because, again, as Blue Baby, you're pretty much guaranteed this deal with the devil right off the bat. We also have a great chance that that is a library. I mean, it's a single key room. I don't think it can be anything but a library, to be honest with you. And if we get a Book of Revelations or a Satanic Bible in there, enormous! Huge plays. If we get How to Jump, could still be good. I think we're gonna just say no to that pill for now. And I really feel like I'm switched on right now. I guess the caffeine's hit the bloodstream. Despite poor play earlier, I feel like I'm in a good spot right now. So, do we use our key to go to the item room where we have a choice between two items? Or do we use it to go to the shop where we can maybe buy a key and then go someplace else? Or do we use it to go to what we perceive as the library? I think we're going to start shop. There is a key for sale. So, I wanted that, and I wanted that. And then, it's tough, honestly. Can we buy a bomb? We can. Alright, Birthright might be amazing on this character, by the way. But I'm breaking all the rules Jamie Foxx style right now. Can we find the secret room here? No. Okay, so that changes things. We're going to check what I assume is a library. And the only book we can access is Anarchist Cookbook. Cruel Twist of Fate. I'm going to keep Anarchist Cookbook because it does help us mitigate a damage penalty right now, or our damage being shitty right now. And we're hoping, perhaps against hope, that we can get a key here and gain access to the item room. A Spirit Heart would also be awesome. We got 2 cents. Okay, well then what you do is you give this guy 2 cents, and you hope that he gives you something. We tried! We really, like, we leveraged our available advantages there. Alright, so 3.67 damage is basically bad. I think we can justify trying Anarchist Cookbook against the Haunt. Come on, one's gotta go. There we go. And just stand. Ah, that was pretty bad. In hindsight, probably better to just use it and try to blow up the Judgment in the hopes of getting a key. Fear Shot is almost like a buff for the Haunt. Starts behaving real erratically. We can get hit once and still take a deal with the devil. So, do not despair yet. Some really good shots. I am proud of myself for that. Alright, a speed upgrade is whatever. It's fine. We can't. Like, I think we have to go deals with the angel here. And we need 2 bombs on the next floor, dude. Skipping that item room was definitely the wrong decision here. But it's a decision that was made sanely. I think that's understandable. Like, if I had... oh, okay. Well, I guess we will be hit then. Because the game has decreed that we will be hit. Come on. Come on. Well, first off, I'm thankful I didn't take Guppy's collar, because we would probably be in a much worse situation right now. Beyond that, we're in a real tight spot right now. Hopefully we can get that deal with the angel on this floor. If we can, we might be able to make something happen, but being, like, completely out of consumables... Oh my god, the fucking predictive haunts, dude. Being completely out of consumables, leaves us with not a whole lot of future prospects here. Keep in mind, again, like, we would like to get... Exploded firecracker. I'm imagining bombs explode faster, but I don't think I've ever actually used this long-term. Please do not free these guys. You can't pick that up, dude. That's just ridiculous. I'm assuming that, that's gonna be probably maybe even horrible for us with the Book of, or Anarchist Cookbook here, but I guess we will see. Definitely enemies will spawn after we kill that first one. This room's too easy. Oh, wow. Okay. Shows what I know. These are below average Blue Baby runs, but who knows what was in that item room, man. If only we'd gotten Book of Revelations or Satanic Bible. I really feel like we'd be laughing right now. We probably would have, I mean, with 4 Spirit Hearts, do we take a, or 5 Spirit Hearts, do we take a 3-heart deal with the devil that's not that amazing? I think you could probably reach some justification there. I guess we don't necessarily need, 2 bombs to get to the next floor. Because we have Anarchist Cookbook. Now, is that, like, lights out guaranteed? No, but it means that in a pinch, we could probably use Anarchist Cookbook to get at least one of those bombs. A key. Fantastic. Now we can actually go to the item room. I'm so not worried about timing at all here. It takes as long as it takes. Like, we're in this run for the long haul now, 15 minutes into the video, so we should preserve our life as long as is possible. There is a Tinted Rock. Obviously, it's kind of a secondary priority. Oh, I dodged right into it after dodging around it. It's a secondary priority. It's something I would like to, you know, take advantage of once our bombs are safe. I mean, we could use Anarchist Cookbook there, and there's still some rooms left. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I think that's a bug. Like, on large rooms, Anarchist Cookbook spawns every bomb directly in the center. Alright. We're in tight. We're looking for the item room ASAP. This is not it. Okay, we're, very low on HP again. But we got a dime. I will not let you tempt me into going to the shop instead of the item room. Another big whiff on our run, honestly, might be, not buying Birthright. Like, Birthright could have been a valuable pickup. I just don't know what it does. There's too many things. There's too many things on the screen. All right, here we go again, then. MQVV72X1. Kilburn. Gracious Antibirth developer, bless me with a useful first item, and perhaps even the ability to enter the second item room. I know I'm asking a lot. It's not Kilburn's fault, you know, there's an L, okay, but, Self, you have a great case right now. You've gotten screwed by RNG to some extent, you've taken damage that I think we can all relate to. You've taken everyman style damage, you know? Anyone can get hit once per floor, and if you don't get any Spirit Hearts, you're in a tough spot. But you need to not take damage against, you know, little dingles. That's just embarrassing. Okay. Just once during this video, I might like to see, like, our damage rise above 3.67. Not that I'm bitter or anything. I'll admit, you know, it's a tough pill to swallow to say, like, it's the game's fault that we lost twice on the downpour in a row, but I mean, if you're looking at those items, I did not throw away easy wins by being an idiot. Like, we got ground down by tough-ish enemies. Or at least a lot of enemies. Combined with items that didn't really do a whole hell of a lot for us. Like, thanks for Pageant Boy plus no keys. That's very useful. Alright, what about... Okay, there we go. We gotta start here. Are we really so low standards that Mr. Mega is considered very good? Straight up, 100%, because this gives us the ability to blow up Tinted Rocks, which is a very novel concept, but extremely important to enable a Blue Baby style victory. I'm just gonna go to the curse room. We whiffed on it, but that's okay. We got 3.5 Spirit Hearts, still a good position. Save your key for the mines, or sorry, the downpour. Second secret room, bunch of red hearts. That's just the kind of injustice you have to get used to if you're planning on doing some Blue Baby runs. And then, honestly, Blighted Ovum is going to get toasted. It worked. It should not have worked, probably, but it worked. Alright, we pick up some extra bombs. And we're going to head down to the next floor. I'm going to quickly look at Skype, where I got, like, 20 different things going on here. Don't call me R.L. Stein, Dan Giesling. I can call you DG, but R.L. Stein? It's uncalled for, honestly. Please. They're spitting out flies! Just do the Dipsy Doodle dance. Just do the Dipsy Doodle dance. Last dance with Mary Jane. One last time to hear. Okay, we did it amazingly. I channeled my inner Tom Petty to make that happen. We got more than enough bombs, although we don't need them straight away. Yeah, okay, that's fair. I think it was too cute to try to put a Mr. Mega Bomb down there, and there was a very good chance we would hurt ourselves. And look at this, like, we actually have momentum now. Like, we have a seam. Mr. Mega has opened up all sorts of opportunities that were previously unavailable. Now we've got 4 Spirit Hearts and the Guppy item, and we have, consumables. We can go to our item room on this floor. This is now where I would start to consider, oh, Balls of Steel, too. Now it's like, oh, is this the kind of run you need to succeed? But we're now starting to get, like, almost ridiculously overpowered. And we're not there yet. Like, we don't have Mom's Knife Brimstone, but who knows what the deal with the devil may hold for us, you know? So right now, I'm stoked. We're gonna get that deal with the devil here. We're gonna have the HP necessary to take at least 1, possibly 2 deals, although I'd really like to have either more Spirit Hearts or one of those items be very, very good defensively, i.e., you know, Abaddon obviously fits the bill, but even the Pact is, like, worth taking, of course. Another key. Our item room. Oh, sorry, I've had the item tracker off this whole time. I mean, we'll take Charm Tears. I don't think they're particularly good. But does it beat the Hourglass? I mean, sort of. I'm kind of torn, actually, because the Hourglass at least provides a useful effect once every few rooms, but I mean, I was like, I have a 1 luck stat. The poop is probably gonna do some decent stuff for us. Like, even a single penny now and then is at least a more tangible resource than what we'd be getting from the Hourglass. Charm Tears are doing work here. Maybe I appreciate them more because our damage is worse. Also works really well against enemies that do contact damage. Alright, no Tinted Rock. Charm. Oh, the Charm Tier whiffed! It flew right over his head! Alright, that's fine. That damage is okay. Realistically, we don't want two deals with the devil right now regardless, so. Probably should not walk backwards through those. Shot speed down. Relatively irrelevant, but of course I would prefer not to have a shot speed downgrade. And our boss is screwed. Speed upgrade is good, or at least decent. No Krampus, please. No Krampus, but also no deals. But a Guppy item. So we got 2 out of 3 Guppy items already. And there's no point in taking Guppy's Paw with us. The only time that'll actually be useful is if we are able to respawn as a different character. So we had to open that. As far as I'm concerned, like, the chance for Guppy's head... Wow, that was very close. The chance for Guppy's head is something that we gotta take at every available opportunity. And before you think, oh, NL's getting so lucky. 22 minutes, 23 minutes into this video, no damage upgrades at all across 3 different runs. Defensively, we're getting lucky, but eventually we're gonna have to get some kind of offensive punch in order to survive. And, like, we have not gotten that yet. These guys should end each other's lives, I'm assuming. Or close to it. Ooh. We have not gotten any offensive punch at all. Charm Tears are the closest thing, and they're helping us make the best of a bad situation, but... damage-wise, we're in a bad spot. Defensively, life's great. Don't get me wrong. No Guppy, but well worth picking these up regardless. Remember, this floor you can't just leave. You gotta get the knife piece. Now that I actually, like, have a bead on winning, I'm like, okay, don't forget the important Antibirth stuff that previously had been vacant in my mind's eye. I mean, we could get that for a bomb and possibly also find a secret room, so I think the value proposition is there. I was so scared that that was going to be a mimic. You see what you've done to me? This is tough, because a Lucky Toe is good, but Petrified Poop is very good with the poop. And my hope is that, you know, it only takes 1 Lucky Penny to give us the effect of Lucky Toe. So if we can get one of those as soon as possible, well, I would be happy, wouldn't I? Now, we do have angel chances, and we gotta concern ourselves slightly with the prospects of an angel chance, because we don't want angel deals. If we're worried about completion right now, we want devil deals, because we want that guppy chance. It's the easiest way to enable our relatively bad DPS right now to carry us to victory. Come on, lucky pennies, man. Lucky pennies! Okay. You're immune, I see, to anything that's not bullshit, apparently. You're taking too many hits. I just want you to know that makes no sense and I hate you. Alright. Let's explore first. We're in such a good position. Don't rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Is my mindset right now. Thought for sure I was gonna get hit there. I guess we hit the fly into an enemy that does contact damage, and that created this sort of excellent situation. I guess we could get all of the poops stacked up and then shoot them all at once with petrified poop, but, you know, and that allows us to have the benefit of a +1 luck upgrade over the course of the rest of this floor. But what about, you know, my existence and previous Isaac play makes you think I'm going to go through all of that to get a 1 luck upgrade over the course of, like, 4 different rooms? That's way too min-maxy for your boy. 15 cents. Can I get a charm tier, please? No? Alrighty. How about now? Alright, that's the good stuff. Thank you. And you should be close to death. Alrighty. Alright. Bird's Eye is totally acceptable. The fire nukes down a lot of tough bosses. Does it scale with our own damage? I got no idea. Let's take the ability to hold 2 trinkets. And I don't think we need anything else right now. Sure, fanny pack could be fine, but the ability to hold 2 trinkets gives us a luck upgrade, as well as petrified poop, which hopefully accelerates the ability of us to get more luck upgrades, and, you know, the cycle just continues here. So fighting the haunts. There we go, that's what I wanted. It definitely scales with your damage. So we want these bird's eye shots. It still is not a damage upgrade. I just want to be clear about that. I would like some vanilla-style damage upgrades at your earliest convenience, but, you know, if that's implausible, I understand. We can hobble together a functional run like this. Was this our 9th time fighting the haunt over the course of this video? That's pretty poor on my part, but you know what? Finish this off. A deal, but with the angel. Experimental treatment is a little bit of an ask in Antibirth, but I think I'm going to take it anyway. It gave us a damage downgrade, but a luck upgrade and a tears upgrade. From a DPS standard, it might be a wash, but it was a bad decision. But I like making bad decisions sometimes. Alright, we're still, you know, beating that guppy drum. 1 spirit heart to check. It's, you know, can't win the lottery without buying a ticket. So our fires are going to be worse as a result of the fact that, that our damage is worse. It really does look like they scale with damage. Have you seen the size of some of the fires we've had in the past? However, we'll be firing them more often as a result of a lowered tier delay. But certainly 2.67 damage is not where I want to be right now. But at least I can take some ownership of our shit damage because I took experimental treatment. So the less of those enemies we fight, the better our life is going to be, because that's ridiculous how long it took to kill that guy. These guys at least die in a semi-reasonable time frame. Red chest? Not red chest. Still might be worth doing, but not red chest. Alright. We've got double item room, of course, which is very valuable. Fire, please. Fire, please. There we go. Okay, that was decent. We desperately need the D part of DPS right now. I think you know, we're still relatively early on this run. We're playing okay, and we're getting lucky with, you know, Spirit Hearts. So we're not really in too frightening of a position. This is not the best of all item rooms that you could ever ask for, but Mom's Wig is certainly not bad. So we should be spawning a spider once every 6 shots, something like that. Our spiders are going to do terrible damage, but it's kind of like, you know, we're living for or planning for the future right now. And, you know, mere moments ago, well, not too long ago, we were talking about, oh, how easy is this run? This is the kind of run you need to succeed, NL, because you're bad. Now it's like, dude, this run's not that great. A devil room that gave us Guppy's Paw. Useful as a Guppy enabler, but otherwise useless as Blue Baby. Unless you get the respawn. That was the first damage we've taken that I'm not pleased with in a little while here. I think this is probably a secret room, so let's check it. Beautiful, we did get value out of it. Trying to get that guy to spawn up right next to a fire, but did not work. Secret room has given us a stone chest. We're looking for, obviously, I mean, Infamy's fine, don't get me wrong. But we were looking for something a little better. We were looking for a cricket's head or something like that. We will still die on this run if we don't pick up DPS in the near future. I'm not gonna, you know, throw out a specific timeline because that would be a little overconfident. But an inability to kill enemies before they can take a bunch of shots at you correlates extremely highly with not being able to win a run. Infamy's nice, you know, extra damage, or sorry, extra defense is always something that I'm gonna be at least pleased with, if not excited about. But, okay. We need more on the damage front if this run is gonna pop off. So we will take the Steam sale. I think it's prudent for us to blow up our donation machine. That will raise our devil chances. It didn't. I thought blowing up that dude gave us like extra 2 devil chance. Or sorry, extra 10 devil chance, but guess not. We got the Spirit Heart. The Spirit Heart is just planning for the future. Like, I worry that, you know, we can get into a false sense of security very easily here. When in reality, our survivability is not that good. We just have a lot of Spirit Hearts right now. We're not necessarily generating them. Can't even pick those up as Blue Baby, I suppose. Pride Fight, I think we've already discovered Anarchist Cookbook. Maybe not the right choice, except in a very desperate situation. I was gonna ask for a single fire, but then I was like, that exact situation was what I had planned on. It's just the fire missing by like an inch anyway. Alright, well, at least we can get the books to show up. More libraries in the future. And keep moving here. Like, this is some poor RNG, man. We're not in a bad spot, you know? 8.5 Spirit Hearts. Certainly, there have been substantially worse runs that have fared better long-term. So I'm not even, like, worried about the long-term prospects. Because for right now, who knows? This run could change in a heartbeat. You know, one deal with the devil, or one really good deal with the angel could completely salvage this. But, I mean, this is starting to become an area where I would expect to get shit on. A boss I'm not historically very good against. Combined with the fact that it's going to take us 24 years to actually kill him. Okay, it's fine, actually, like, still. We only have 1 bomb left. Which is why I'm kind of slow on my roll a little bit here. At least he's going through fires. Like, if we can get a fire on the tracks, that's all we need. We're gonna lose, like, well, we've already lost, like, almost all of our HP here. Holy shit, we've actually done it. Get out of here, dude! Get out! Get away from me! Yeah, just go. Okay. Toothpicks is a DPS upgrade. and an actual honest-to-God deal with the devil. Please give me Guppy. Thank God. The deals with the devil has been exquisite so far. Explosive diarrhea, lovely, one of my favorite items. Down to the next floor. Liberty Cap over either of these. I don't know if we want to take the chance that Liberty Cap is going to lower our damage stat. You know, if it gives us Skinny Odd Mushroom, life's going to be in a weird spot. I think we just do what we've been doing, you know. This floor is our second knife piece. Keep grinding. Hope that you come across a Joker card. It might be a deal with the Angel, because despite beating the odds on, like, every deal with the Devil so far and getting way more deals than you would otherwise expect, we've actually, like, not got precedent, which is absurd. We're going to take BFFs, and I actually think that we should make an effort to grind for, BOGO bombs as well, because as of right now, the bombs are one of the most conceivable ways that we're going to do damage to enemies right now. Because a 2.67 damage stat is not going to be winning us too many contests right now, so... Basically, we just gotta continue. It's like, you know, hey honey, like, you know, don't worry, we'll go on a vacation when we get out of college. Oh, no, we can't go on a vacation right now. We're saving to, like, you know, go to grad school. But then when I get a promotion, we'll go on vacation, you know? Like, we're just continually putting off our recreation until eventually things line up. And I have faith that they will eventually line up. It might have seemed like I was disparaging that sort of lifestyle, but quite the opposite, in fact, can oftentimes be prudent. And moreover, right now we have no other options. We have to play this way because, I mean, we don't have a choice. If there's a damage upgrade just, you know, hiding that I'm not taking advantage of, that's one thing, but, you know, we don't have any other options here. We have a good framework that has already been laid if we can just manage to make it actually pop, but please, end your own life. As of right now, we have not managed to do that. Doesn't mean it won't happen in the future. We're in a bit of a tough spot with 4.5 HP now. With 3.5 HP now. Because we have to, oh my god. With 3.5 HP now. Because we have to, give 2 to get down to the next floor. To be fair, we don't have to do that immediately. But we may want to do it immediately to get the, you know, extra item. Gives us an extra chance to get, you know, something like Polyphemus that could save the day or something. Or, you know, Death's Touch, which... Even one of those items I don't think saves the day right now. I think they just make our life slightly easier. But we also need to survive the next floor. Like, or the rest of this floor, to be honest. So we're gonna buy BOGO bombs. And I think that, you know, that combined with 2 luck... hopefully leads to us getting a few bombs per floor that we can use for combat, and certainly, like, we absolutely want to make sure that we're always cracking open tinted rocks, because a small rock can change the game. I was trying to kick that bomb over there, but we didn't get to it, and that's okay. So, getting a bomb, the first bomb's gonna go there. Second bomb we'd probably save for, like, boss duty, I guess. This is definitely like a borderline train wreck situation. So Play-Doh and Eyesore. I think Play-Doh's like a new kind of rainbow or like $3 bill tier. And then, that's good. Eyesore just shoots shots out randomly from our body. So I think we take Play-Doh. But it was close. And the thing that was leaning me maybe even a little bit towards Eyesore is, sure, most of the tiers that we shoot from Eyesore accidentally are going to be wasted. We're not gonna get anything out of them because we're not going to be intending to hit. However, if they count as tiers, then at least we get explosive diarrhea. Gotta try. Don't think about it. Just do it. Okay, fuck. If they count as tiers, then we could get spiders off of them. But honestly, I'm starting to believe that maybe we were just not meant to win our run today. This is the third one we've done, and, you know, If you had told me that we'd be at this point and our damage 5 floors deep would actually be worse than the damage we started with, and our starting damage is the best damage we've ever had today, I'd be like, that's not plausible. That's so many, like, snake eyes rolls on the dice that, I mean, it can happen, but it's unlikely. But this is, like, a historically pretty shit run. Now, I will say, getting all these tier effects is very nice. And I mean that sincerely. We're fighting a boss against whom I don't think Explosive Diarrhea is going to be very good. However, our fire is going to be quite nice if we can actually get it to stack up there on the back line. That's why I'm trying to maintain like a semi-consistent range away from the enemy so that we can get our fire not only to hit, but then to stay there once it gets there. And that's what we're looking for right there. It's just like extended fire back there. Pretty much 100% luck that I didn't get hit there. That one I dodged. I'll take the credit for that one. That one I did not dodge. I'll take the loss on that one. So, I think it's probably sensible for us to not go down to the next floor. Or the next alt floor, and maybe just take like one floor that's sane. We might not even have the opportunity, but... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Don't lose... You know, steal your nerves here. There you go. Okay, freeze him and fire him. Freeze him and fire him. Fire and ice, baby. We got a syringe. Unless this gives us a spirit heart, I really don't think... I can't. I mean, I would like to. I would like to, but I can't. I think we gotta take the easy way out on this floor. And it's the depths too, so I can't even get to the... Oh my god. Well, you can get to the alternate floor through any means. You can always go on the second floor, except for, you know, when you can't. If it's any... Maybe we can't. No, because we're fighting Mom here. If it's any consolation, we would have died. With only half a spirit heart going down to the mausoleum, we're not gonna live. I mean, we could have, but it's extremely unlikely. This is train wreck. This is train wreck territory. It's basically like we've rolled a damage downgrade. Sure, our tier stat is higher, but it's still not exceptional. We're doing like soy milk damage. Well, that's probably a little bit of an exaggeration, but we're doing shit damage, and not really doing shit damage as quickly as I would like to do to feel great about the way that the run is going. So, short of an amazing deal with the devil here, I think that we're gonna be probably chalking this run up as a loss. And I'm not saying that to give myself an excuse. I think we've played okay on this run. Some of the other runs over the course of this episode, maybe not, but I'm not saying that to give us an excuse, but rather to just set expectations. That damage was bad and impatient. We should at least live until, you know, we can maybe find a shop. You can survive this. Yeah, that's no problem. Okay. Like, the shop could be awesome. If the shop is greed, we probably won't die. Oh, okay, well, that's gonna do it. Hey, I mean, we went out like a little bee in the end, but damn, dude, that was tough. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying Antibirth as well as Afterbirth Plus. If you are, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. We'll be back to grind out some more wins hopefully next time. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.